very ring, we have the last Maserati. That's right, we have the Maserati Quattroporte. I think I know I've done, there's another Maserati, I think. If I'm not mistaken, there's another Maserati somewhere. There's only two, so... If you guys did not see episode 24, you need to go and watch episode 24 because it was my most expensive purchase and sold car I ever did on this channel. Now let me explain that to you. I went to the auction and I saw it and I had enough money that I didn't feel like I was overspending on something. I went and bought a Pagani Huayra. It's not how it's spelled. It doesn't sound like it's spelled. It's the Huayra. And oh my God, $530 something thousand to almost 800 grand. Yep. But today we're gonna build the Maserati. This is a $100,000 car. As it says, 156,644. So if you guys want to see that, it's got a V8 twin turbo dual overhead cam. So I don't think we're gonna do it. We're gonna try to save the block first thing first. You could save the block and maybe some caps and stuff. And whatever, we're gonna take the engine out. We're gonna disassemble the engine. We're gonna check the engine, and whatever we can't save, I'm gonna sell. Then we're gonna do the suspension, and whatever I can't save, I'm gonna sell. So I know what I got for each suspension. We're gonna check the tires, make sure that they're the same. It looks like they're the same size tires. I don't know about the width, but we're gonna put this on there. First, we're gonna take all the body parts off and get that started because we need to get the body parts off so we can get the frame condition to 100%. I couldn't get, something was wrong with the Huayra too. I couldn't get the Huayras fully 100% like I usually do. I found you could fix mirrors too. I didn't know that. I like the trunk because it just takes everything off at one time. But couldn't take that off. Okay, now we got this one here. We're gonna need glass for every part of this car. I know that for sure. Let's go fix this. It's a pretty easy fix for the body parts because it was a 4-star instead of a 5-star. The Dodge Viper was a 5-star when I bought the Dodge Viper at episode 23. That was a 5-star recruit there. So we're gonna check see what we didn't fix. So we need all the headlights and the mirrors. We need the headlights and the mirrors and a new Norway license plates. Because going back to Norway, this guy wants me to make it better. The front, whatever the I think it was the front one I took. No, it was this is the back plate is better than the front plate. So we need to go here. We need to go to Body Sport. We need to type in Quattroporte. Q U. We need to get one of these, one of those, one of this, one of this, one of this, one of no, not one of those, one of this, one of these, one of these, one of these, this, 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 and this, and that. God, these itty bitty windows in the back.
Now you know it's a new body part if it's got black. If it's black like this color right here, like the support color here, it's gonna be that's a new body part. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna put the here, 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 here. Nope. No, no, no. Go whack off. I need a front bumper. I think it's done. We're gonna get the. I don't like the color on that thing. That thing's really weird. Get car on the lifter first. Okay, now we need to get this on the lift and we'll get that body condition fixed. Everything else looks pretty good. Global body condition is 98%. Huh. I don't know what the body condition looks like. I guess it's not good. Still, there's something missing, I guess. Okay, that's it for that. got this one here. I don't know what's causing it to be 98%, but it's not wanting to work. Oh well. Something's causing it not to be 100%, but we'll figure it out when we get to it. No, that's probably why right there. There's all that done. That's all done there.
they're the same ones. Okay, good. We need 245, 40, 20s. 240. Check and make sure we got it right. 40R 20s. Bigger ones go in the back. Mm. Right high again. Get these tires off. Gotcha.
all done.
You can rotate my tires anytime, big boy.
Get off here, dude. You don't need to be here if you're gonna do that stuff. Come on, dude. You don't need to be here if you're gonna do that kind of stuff. I don't want people on here posting crappy crap like that. me get this here. Need a rear suspension cross and a rear.
Okay, so that's all finished. Where'd the cap go? I don't see the cap go. Where'd the spring go? Let's see where the cap goes. There we go. The cap somewhere. Cap, there's something missing here. There's a cap spring missing. I can't find it. Where'd the cap go? Where'd the cap go? I don't see where the cap go. Where's the cap at? I don't see the cap. Where's the cap? I need to know where the spring cap goes. Where's the spring cap go? I don't see where the spring cap goes. Where's the spring cap at? I took a spring cap out of that thing. I know I did. Yeah, there's a spring cap, but it's not there. There's a spring cap somewhere in here, and I know it's in here. Oh, the rear bumper sucks. Okay. Well, where's the spring cap at? There's no spring cap. I see it's a spring cap, but it didn't say it's... Fine,
find the spring cap first, guy. I can't do nothing. What is it? Look, what is it? There's no spring cap. What is a spring cap? Where is the spring cap? What? Okay, hold on. Let me check something one more time. Make sure something here. Hold on. Back out of this. Back out of this. Back out of this. What was the rear cross member? Where is it? Rear cross member. Rear cross member. Where are you? Rear cross member. Where are you? Where are you? There's a rear wheel drive, but it's not putting the spring cap back on it. No spring cap. It says rear cross member. Rear wheel drive is what it is. There's no spring cap. No spring cap. Oh, well, fine. Figured out what the problem was there. There, we're done. Okay, now we're good. Okay. Now we're good. got a sway bar and link. Hey, finally. Looks like I've ever been to a bushing before. Watch this boring part. Now we're done with the suspension. Thank God. Oh my lord.
You almost done finishing the car.
No. I still got to do the engine, the exhaust, the fuel tank, fill it with oil.
It's game fun.
Very fun. This game is very fun. If you're into engine power or whatever, you know. Like me, I'm into building engines more than anything. I'm going to tear this engine down, try to save the block on it. Get the fuel rails out of there. DI is good. The normal DI is good. I can get those pulling parts. Pulling parts. Oh boy! Yay! Nasty.
Can you play online?
No, you cannot play online. Not yet, anyway. I don't know for sure if they're ever gonna put an online mode on this game, because honestly, there's really not much to play online unless you want to race cars or build a car that's gonna destroy the competition. A little bit lower right there. Two roller A's.
So can you drive the cars around?
Yeah, you could take them to the speed track, or you could take them to the speed track. Basically, is a quarter-mile speed track. You can test them out there, see how fast they go, or you can take them to the abandoned airport and drive them around. There is a racetrack as well, where you can race them and kind of see if you can get under a minute, which I probably could with that other one, but they're very hard to steer. Let's just say that. You can also take them to a test track to test the suspension on them if you don't have the test path yet. Pump. I get done with this, I'll show you the race. I'll show you the speed track and the race track.
How you get money?
You get money by doing certain jobs like suspension jobs, engine jobs, timing jobs, gear jobs. And then as you progress through the game, you get points. You get like points, like what I have up here in blue. It says XP. That's my XP counter. It tells me how much I have until I get to the next
next level. And as you gain levels, you get to unlock.
Okay.
But then you get like certain, you get like a point for every level you get to, and then there's a toolbox you can go to. On the toolbox, you can go to the toolbox and put the in the toolbox. You can use your XP points. Well, not your XP points, but you can use like you get like a point for every level you get to. And you can go to that toolbox, and there's certain levels you got to get to get to the next thing, like get your tablet, so you can order while you're at the car, or stuff that had to go to the computer, which is over there in the corner, as you can see it, right there, where my pointer is. That's the computer where you buy the parts when you first start out. But then you get the dyno, you get the test path first, then you get to like, I think it's like 35 or 13 or whatever, you get the engine crane, then you get the dyno and the paint booth, you get the battery charger, then the interior detailing kit, and you get the welding kit, which you can weld the body, you can weld, fix the body, well, fix the, what do you call it, where you fix the frame on the car. And as you get further along in the game, you can go ahead and you can unlock the junkyard. I think when you get the Pagani DLC, you have to get the Pagani DLC to get the speed track. What I'm understanding. But there's 10 different DLCs you can get, or you can buy them in one giant bundle. So you can get them all at once, or you can get them all separately like I did. Ooh. So what I'm doing is I'm just going ahead and breaking down this engine right now, trying to see what I need.
How much for this game, and can you buy more than one car?
I think this game was like 28 bucks for me. I think it was like $30 for me, but yeah, you can buy more than one car once you upgrade your garage, and you can, as you gain points to use during the game, once you get to a certain level. Matter of fact, I'll show you. As a matter of fact, let me show you real quick on this one here, so you can see. There's skill points you get, which you get here. You get the 50% faster part examination. You get 50% unscrewing. You get faster installing, removing, faster walking, discounts. Here you get to add a test path and a repair bench to your garage. You get the odds of repair goes up to 55. You get the tire tread tester, which tests the tires to see if they're good. You get the
okay.
You get this here, the tablet. Get your OBD tester. You get your electronic multimeter to test all your electronic stuff. You get your faster screwing, unscrewing, recycling, things like that. Then when you get to 12, you get the second lift. But the most I found on this game on PS4 is you can have only 3 cars at a time. And you can buy more cars. If you go here, you can buy up to 10 levels of parking, which you can park at least 12 cars in each section. Now on PS4, I don't know why they did it this way, but you can't actually see the cars when they're parked.
So you have to pull them in here to see them into the garage. But on the computer game, you can actually go and see the cars in the parking lot, which is really, really weird. And you unlock the wheel and balancer and the wheel to tire changer. Also, you can unlock this too. This is really cool. The warehouse, you have up to 8 warehouses you can use, and I have them all separated. As warehouse 1 is all your gearbox stuff. Warehouse 2 is all brakes. Warehouse 3 is all engine. 4, I think, is suspension. Yep. 5 is all my rims. 6 is all my exhaust stuff. As you see there, it's all exhaust. 7 is body, and 8 is tires. I only have 2 tires in there. And the tires that I only keep are the ones that are good, because you can't fix tires in the game, so I do whatever I get in a crate. You get crates too for each for certain levels. I'm gonna go finish this engine now. There are certain parts you can't fix and certain parts you can fix.
What's that red car?
This one's the next one we're gonna do. Red car is an SCEO, a SCEO, or however you want to pronounce it, LX550, and it is, I bought it for $15,000, and it's worth $14,391, but it'll be worth more than that when I get finished with it. And it is a nasty shade of green on the hood, so I don't know what the deal is with that. But it has no hood, no trunk, it has a bumper on it. I don't think it has a bumper on it. Missing some tail lights. Got missing a headlight, missing a front bumper. Missing a door, 2 doors, 3 doors. Missing 3 doors and 3 glass panels. It's got the body, they come in a pack, so that's cool. But it's going to be worth it when I get it fixed up. Take this, you can rotate the engine over like this. Oil pump off. I can fix these parts, I think. The rod caps and the crankshaft bearing caps I can fix. It's V8, so it's going to be regular 8 rod caps and 3 crankshaft bearing caps. With performance pistons in here. They're just normal performance pistons. So I gotta take the flywheels off and put performance flywheels on it. That's the end of that engine. Oh. Go through this really fast to see what I can do with this. Okay, so I fixed all the rod caps and the bearing caps, so that should be good. I think get the fuel filter out there, it's just floating in air. Let's do this the proper way. Let's put that in there. So I need to go here. Get the pistons that I need. I want to see something real quick. Sorry guys, I'm just being stupid today. I think the crankshaft you can't get as a... It has to be a regular crankshaft. Oops. Forgot the rings. Uh-oh, that's not good. I gotta have piston rings for that.
Is that your car you fixing?
It's one that I bought at auction. You can actually go to the auction house and buy cars. Some cars won't be junkyard finds. You won't always find the car you want in the junkyard, so you will have to pay for them. I paid $130-something thousand for the car that I'm working on now. It all got fixed, so that's good. At least I don't have to buy any rod caps for this, which I did have like 30 rod caps at one time. My buddy bought this game before I did and told me how sweet it was, and I enjoy playing it a lot. I've done 25. This will be my 25th restoration I've done in the cars. Now the oil pan, I need a V8 oil pan, so we gotta go find the oil pan. I want to grab one of those. And see, there's so many different engines you can build in this game, so it's like there's at least 20 different engines you can build in this game, which is really amazing. But when you build an engine, you have to figure out what parts go where, and you have to figure out what parts you can get performance parts and what parts you can't, because it's really strange. Let's get the engine head, V8. V8. See, I can buy the engine heads as a performance part, so just go here. I think I can. There it is. I knew I could.
What happen if you buy the wrong parts?
They won't let you put the wrong parts on the engine, so if you buy the wrong parts, you're just out of money. Unless you sell that part. And if you sell the part after you buy it, you might lose a little money on it, but it won't be too much money, but you'll lose some money on it. I noticed. I get 2 of those. I did. Okay. Nope. Any part in blue here is a performance part. Any part that's gray behind the title of the part will be the regular stock part that goes on the engine. So if you find a performance part for these engines, like this V8 camshaft, which I know camshaft you can get performance. I didn't check before I did it, so I ended up putting the original camshaft back in there. Which is not what I want to do. And the more performance parts you put on an engine, the more horsepower you'll get. Like I've got the most I've ever gotten is over 1,400 horsepower. Be right back. I'm gonna go check see what time it is. It's 1 o'clock. I need to get done with this car, get some sleep so I can get to work tomorrow. Now the sparkers you can buy, the spark plugs you can buy thing, and it's always a good tip to know how many parts you'll need of a specific item. Like spark plugs, I know I need 8 of them. So we'll go here. Because I know I'll need 8. Because I know I'll need 4 for each side. So we're going to do it this way. Like this. Turbo exhaust manifold. So we need now see there's some like this right here. Like that right there. See, like some of them will be performance parts and others will be just regular parts. And it'll let you know because you won't be able to find it in the list. Like this, like a turbo. I found my turbo exhaust manifold Quattroporte. Now, if you know you're going to performance this car up, you usually want to sell the parts after you take them off the engine because it makes it easier to makes you know for sure you're putting on the performance parts.
Because a lot of times you'll end up putting on the regular parts. If you fix the parts and they're 100% or whatever, you'll put the other parts, you'll put the stock parts on there instead of the performance parts. And it really sucks because then you got to figure out which parts you didn't put performance if you want to get a full performance engine out of it. So I'm going to try this here. Now the power steering pump you can find in a, that's definitely going to be performance parted, so we're going to get that. And the plastic parts are going to, like these, with the plastic thing, going to be black. Usually it'll be silver if it's a regular part too. The alternator is going to be a performance part. Now, if it's a specific part to the car, like let's say it's an intake manifold for a Quattroporte, you just type in Quattroporte and it's going to be our V8, our V6, our i4, our i6, our i3. Then it'll give you a list of all the parts that are in that are performance or non-performance, depending on where you're at in the game, depending on where you're shopping at the present moment. So that way you don't have any trouble finding the part you need. But I've been playing this game for quite a while now. I know pretty much every part that we go. Need 4 regular cam gears. Because I know that's not going to be a performance part. You just got to carefully scrutinize every little piece you put on the engine. Now you can't fix your timing belts. You got to get 2 timing belts V8. So you just go to timing. I just bought the wrong timing belts. They're V8 timing belts. Crap. See, I just bought the wrong timing belts there. See, I just did that on purpose, actually. Now the crankshaft pulley, the idler rollers need 2 A's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 A's, 5 B's, need a belt tensioner because usually as you get progressed through the game, you'll know exactly what you need for what you're putting on. Need a water pump. Now I'll just get to that when I get to the water pump, we'll figure out what I need on the pump. I think I need a V8 water pump. Maybe this down here. And a V8 water pump pulley. This right here probably will be the water pump pulley that I need. I'm not going to buy it yet till I know for sure. Need a V8. Because you won't know exactly what you need until you put the part on, like this. Now it tells you need a water pump pulley. So you go get your water pump pulley. Put your idler roller B on. And sometimes parts won't show you exactly what part to put on until you get to a certain point. When you put the part on and you get to a certain point, it'll tell you, oh, you need this part now. Crankshaft pulley V8. And you'll get faster with it when you search for stuff. And then usually if you see a B at the end of a thing, you know you need an A as well, because it won't let you put the A on until you put the B on. So if you're getting a Serp belt B, a Serpentine belt B V8, you need two belts for that. So you just go to Serp. Like this. And it'll let you put the other belt on, usually. Like that. See, then you see that part right there? It popped up after I put this on, which means now I can put it on. But I knew how many I needed, so it was much better. And then you also need a belt tensioner. In some applications, you don't need a belt tensioner, but it'll let you know if you need one or not. Let's go find the intake manifold. That's going to be a performance part. See how shiny it is? It's a shiny part. It's another way to tell it's a performance part. Usually if it's a performance part, it'll be red. We need the throttles and the DIs. We need throttle. Two of those. Right there. See how fast I am? Because I've got like all the stuff is all the keywords that correspond to certain things in the section. Like I'm in the power boost section now, so all these things, all the words that correspond to the certain things I need are right there, so I can just click on it and search for it without having to type it all in. Nope, I take that off. That's the wrong one. See, I just put the wrong one on. You gotta take it back off. It'll match really good with the intake manifold. And we gotta get the regular deal. I'll make a video on how to tell. Nope. Nope. And we need to get the ignition coils for this. And like me, if you do so many engines, you'll know how many you need of each part for certain engines. See, I did a 3-car special on the Plymouth DLC. I did the Plymouth Hemi Roadrunner. I did the Plymouth Plymouth Roadrunner and the regular Plymouth. I did a Plymouth Hemi-Cuda, the Plymouth Roadrunner, and the Plymouth Roadrunner. What I forget what else I did, but there's a 3-car special, 3 videos up for me doing that. So, and I got really quick on doing the engines if you watch. Sure I got those first before I go out and make sure I got them. Yep. Now if you click on it, it's going to move you to the part. If you click the X button on the PlayStation, it's going to move you to the part that you want to put in. But if you hold it, it's going to install the part, if you have the part. That's pretty much everything there done on the front and the side. Now we gotta go get the fuel filter, fuel pump, and a fuel tank. I've never used anything more. I've used everything. I've also used the mechanical injector there. I've used the mechanical fuel injection driver as well. But this is normally the fuel tank you're going to use most often, like the Pagani Huayra uses these tanks here. These are the fuel tanks for the Pagani Huayra. This is the one that has the pump in it. This one doesn't. Now, let's go here. Now you can only get the clutch release bearing as a regular part, but it works both with the clutch plate, the clutch pressure plate, and the flywheel if they're performance parts too, so it doesn't matter. And it's just simple, just going here to your gear. I never used the clutch in the V10, and I never used the W12 because I have not found the newer style Bentley yet. And I think that's the only car in the game that uses the V12 engine in it, or W12 engine in it. So we'll see how that works out. That's all done. Basically what the clutch release bearing does is, when the clutch is engaged and you shift backwards, or you're going from you're slowing down, it's going to stop, it's going to help disengage the clutch so the clutch doesn't stick, so you don't stay in the higher gear and blow your engine. I think that's it, guys. I think that's this engine here. Take it off. Take it here. 100% done. Good. Take this out. Brand new brake servo in there. Pretty sexy with a nice master cylinder in it. I'm kind of sad they didn't put the double chamber
brake servo in it. So now it's time to put the exhaust in. Front exhaust pipe V8, so we need to find that. Get 2 of those. I'm going to close the engine for now. Uh-oh, I got 2 of the wrong ones. Oh well. May not be what I think it is, but it may not be. It may not work. Uh-oh. Oh no. So this portion's not going to be. Go ahead and get the gearbox. You can go to get gear grip and get your V8 gearbox. You can get any gearbox you want, I think, in this one. Usually the performance gearbox will have a red plate on it, which you can tune. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Hope the starter got fixed. No, it did not. We need to go up here, get a starter, make sure we got the starter in there. Need 2 cat converters, which I know are not going to be performance. Nope. 2 middle mufflers are going to be performance mufflers. Exhaust pipe quattroportes. 2 of those. Rear muffler quattroportes. 2 of those. And we need a drive shaft. So we got to go back up here. Gearbox. It also helps if you know where your part is located. If your part's located in the top page, or the top of the certain section. Now we gotta go get the battery while this is dropping. Doesn't take long for the battery to charge fully, but you just want to leave it, you just want to put it on there and forget about it until you get done, almost finished with the car. When we go ahead and we check it, with the compression tester, that usually tells you you're finished.
That usually tells you that you are finished with the car, but I got one more part I gotta go fix before that is the rear bumper. I'm not gonna fix the brake servo because I don't need it. I can go get those are cheap. Now I can check. There it is. What's not 100% here? I mean, I forgot to put some of those in. I think I did, and I think I know which ones those are. That one there. I need 2 rubber bushings too. Uh-oh. Sometimes you forget. That's why it's always a good thing to check before you. And we need an ABS module. Okay. So we need this and this. Drop it back down. We can fill it with oil, and then we can take it to paint. Gosh dang it. Oh, what's another part that's missing? Oh, yep. Went and bought the fuel tank and the fuel pump, didn't even put it in. Ugh. Now we're done. You want to make sure everything is 100% before you click it, and this is why it's a good thing to look at all the listed car parts and stuff, and check and make sure everything is in the 100% before you send it off. Now what you want to do is you want to drop it down. Open your hood. Find your oil. Sometimes I had one time where I couldn't find the oil, the filler cap. It was on somewhere weird. You keep it in disassemble mode and it takes off the pump. You fill it until it starts coming out. Usually if you fill it like that, the oil bottle will be tilted higher, but when it falls down, usually that means it's full. But a lot of times we'll just let it fill till it comes out. Now we're going to take this car to the paint booth. Move it over here. I'm going to take this. Now livery means there's like different paint things you can do. Now Maserati only has one for most of their cars. The hue you can change on it. I'm going to put a saturation on it so I can see what color it is. Brightness can be really bright. There you go. It's a nice color car. Darker, just a little darker. Done. Now we take it to the dyno. We'll see how much we got out of this one. Back to 530. Almost got 100%. I've never gotten 100% gain on the foot-pounds, on the torque or the horsepower, but I've come close. I've come to 96 is the most I've ever gotten, I think, and that was on the Dodge 3500, the Ford F350. I think we got 1400, and I think it was like 707. I think it was. It's just right at almost. It was like 96.7% gain, which is good. Now you can get in the car, drive the car. Take it to speed track. Don't worry, I'll make a video where I explain how everything works in the game on PS4. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different than the PC version of the game because you don't have to click the bolts to unscrew them. It just takes you to the place where you just takes you to where the bolts come out. You just unscrew them by holding the button down. It makes it so much simpler than having to click on each bolt and hold the button down while you unscrew each bolt. See how fast this car goes. Test the car because the car is too hard to drive right now at that speed. Whoa. We're going to test this car out. The car has been tested. It goes pretty quickly. So it goes fast.
I'm not going to say anything else, but I'm going to sell it because it's too fast for me. Come on now. Slow piece of crap. Let's see what we got on the car now. Let's see what the car is worth now. $313,747. Holy moly. So we're going to sell this car right now. And that'd be $1.4 million right now. We're over 1.4 million. We got four more points to go. I don't know if we're gonna. So we got 2 more points. So I don't know what we're gonna do with the other points we get. It keeps giving you points, but it's still. I don't know why it keeps giving you points after a certain point. You get to a max thing. The next car is gonna be this little beauty here. I'm gonna work on this one here, so we're gonna save it now. And that's it, guys. I am done. Peace out till next time.